So I first met him outside a midnight mass on a Christmas Eve, which wasn't a bad start, I suppose. And he was very shy and very quiet. But when I got to know him a bit better, I found he was a fine, decent and hard-working lad with a great love for hurling. He's very loyal to his family, to his parish and to his club, even though they might be struggling a little bit at the moment. With the help of a little Kilkenny blood, things might get better. As for Mairead, I'd have to say she looks beautiful today. I think herself and Francis would make a lovely couple. She always wants to be a teacher. Since the time she could talk, but she hasn't shut up since. I remember getting Donald to sit in the chair where she got him to say words after her. They were written on a small blackboard. But sure, she never gave me a day's worry, and I thank her for that. Except one day when she had a garden shears in her hand, which we won't go into the hand. She did a lot of damage. I would like to thank Breed for all her hard work that she's put in over the last few months in getting things organised, making the cakes, cleaning churches, making sure everyone was in order. I'm sure she's very proud of Mairead and Francis today. Thanks for the best girl in the hotel, and I think that's Anna. And I'd also like to say a word of thanks to Sam. Like many a good racehorse, I'm afraid he was withdrawn at the start. So, thanks Sam for that help here. And we have a toast now to the bride and groom.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I was talking to a fella during the week and he said a good speech should be like a miniskirt. Short enough to be interesting and just long enough to cover the essentials. So I promise I'll do my best. My wife and I, the new Mrs. O'Brien. Frank and Breed have been very kind to me since the day I arrived out in Kilkenny. It was quite strange. I always enjoyed my visits out to Kilkenny, and that's probably down to them too. I think we only managed to reach Kilkenny once down through the 90 years, that was in 2004, but we never rubbed it in anyway, so thanks for that, Frank. I'd like to say a big thanks for Anna and Sam. I think you'll all agree they look smashing today. Thanks a million, lads. The video man, Robin's Productions there, thanks very much. We got a bit sidetracked, I believe, during the ceremony, but thanks a million, guys. The two bridesmaids, thanks very much. There was a few hearing moments there today, but Mairead was delighted with you over the last few weeks, and thanks a million for all your help. A friend like Wally can be very difficult to find, and today I had to look in 3 or 4 couches before I eventually found him. I found him anyway, and I'd like to thank him for doing best man. He lives over the road from me now, and I know where to go if I ever have a problem. Thanks, Wally. I'd like to thank Paddy for doing an excellent job on reading out the quiz results. And I'd also like to thank him for organising the stag. I think he even managed to make a few bob out of it in the end. You can have him later on to watch it over. Thanks, Paddy. Like Mairead, I was lucky enough to be brought up in a good home by 2 brilliant parents. And at this stage, I suppose I'd like to thank them very much. It's not said in the family home very often, but we all love them to bits. And I suppose all I can say is I hope they live for many more years to share in happy occasions like this. Thanks very much for everything. I just want to have a special remembrance for Anne-Marie and Claire. I suppose we both feel it's very important that they're remembered on a happy occasion like today. And I suppose if there's one person who really liked to have a good time and liked to have a good party, it was Claire. And she'd like nothing more than for us all to have a ball here today, so I think we should. And finally, to the one and only here beside me. You're not going to get away. I suppose, as many of you know, Mairead is a teacher. And as a good friend of mine used to say to me down through the years, a fellow called David Wall, he'd tell me that if you marry a teacher, it's like marrying a laying hen. And for years, I actually didn't know what he was on about. But last April, when the credit crunch was arriving on the scene, I suppose as many of you know, I'm an accountant. And I suppose I decided that it was time to secure my pension and get down on bended knee. We won't mention what the government are at the moment. I know, as you all know, I've known Mairead now for nearly 9 years. And we did meet in a famous nightclub called the Coliseum. But I suppose, when all that's aside, I suppose I definitely married my best friend by a long shot today. Mairead, I suppose what I like most about Mairead is her welcoming, easygoing, open approach to life. And she has an energy and an enthusiasm that absolutely rubs off on me and makes her an absolute pleasure to spend time with. Mairead's priority list in life is about as selfless as it gets. It's family and friends first, then her job, and then herself. And in my view, anybody that can call her family or friend is very privileged. And I suppose one of the best compliments I can pay Mairead today is the more time I spend with her, or the more time we spend together, the more I love her. That's pretty much it. Mairead, I really am looking forward to growing old and grey with you. And if you look at my dad there, going grey is something I'm definitely going to be good at. That's all. Thanks a million.
The grey man himself there, talking about while you're playing senior. Dad.
My first task tonight is to welcome Mairead into the O'Brien family, and that gives me great pleasure. As you know, Francis knows her, I suppose, for I said nearly 9 years. We didn't know anything about her for about 4 years after that. They started whispering things about Mairead, and you know, we thought it was a nice name anyhow. The girl herself didn't let her name down anyhow. So, Mairead, thanks very much. And lately, she has been coming out in a lovely purple coat, golden bag. I needn't explain where them colours came from. Now I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Mairead into, I suppose, the Alleyberries. One of the Alleyberries. Mostly you know Francis is our baby. You know, Paul, the delightful baby he turned out to be. Anybody that knew Francis, he always took his bottle and put the little taps on the back when the wind came up. He slept 12 hours every night. And the one thing that really appealed to me, he always insisted that his mammy should change his nap. I suppose you can gather from what has been said that, to use the modern expression, there was a great bond between his mouth